Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and today we have something incredibly sketchy and strange to go over. The Call of Duty franchise is known for weird things happening. Part of that is due to how long the franchise has been going on for, and with Activision pulling the strings to manipulate, twist, and warp everything from matchmaking to marketing, you always need to keep a skeptical eye on what's going on and why Activision is doing the things that they do. Well, here in the US, it is Memorial Day weekend, which is one of the busiest travel weekends of the year, and it's also a time where people honor those who died while serving in our armed forces. A lot of people have Memorial Day off. A lot of people are visiting family. It's a super busy time of year here in the States, and that is why this news is flying under the radar. But don't worry, guys, I'm here to break down everything that is going on. So, for some reason, Activision have now decided to change how they market their games, and they're doing so in an incredibly sketchy way. Just over 1 year ago, on May 23rd, we got the official reveal trailer for Black Ops 6, and something about that trailer was incredibly off. While in and of itself, it wasn't anything special or crazy, the trailer absolutely blew up, and I mean like top video in the world for a short period of time kind of blew up. In 24 hours, it gained more views than the Modern Warfare 3 reveal trailer did in 9 months. After 4 days, it passed the Infinite Warfare trailer for the title of most viewed Call of Duty trailer of all time, and that did not sit well with longtime fans of the Call of Duty franchise. So if you weren't around back in 2016, let me give you a bit of a history lesson. So in 2016, when Infinity Ward and Activision revealed Infinite Warfare, it quickly became the most disliked video in the history of YouTube. People were so sick of advanced movement and wanted Call of Duty to go back to its roots, so the idea of a new Call of Duty game set in space with advanced movement and robot dogs and all that nonsense was just insanely disappointing for fans. Like, it became a literal meme, and for a while there, it became a bit of a cultural phenomenon, if you will, to go over and just dislike the Infinite Warfare trailer, make a bunch of mean comments on the video, and then check in every single day to see just how much hate the trailer was getting. So not only did the trailer have the initial views of being a Call of Duty trailer, but then it had the help of half the internet joining in on the hate train, so the views for that trailer went absolutely crazy, and it became the most viewed Call of Duty video in history. So now that you have the context, in just 4 days time, the Black Ops 6 reveal trailer beat that, and that is insanely suspicious if you ask me. The community began to speculate where those views came from. Were they view bots set up by Activision? Was the trailer being spammed in adverts, which would then count as views and impressions for the video? There was a lot of debate back then because the views to like ratio was insanely low. People were quote unquote viewing the trailer, but nobody was actually interacting with it, or at the very least, the view to interaction ratio was insanely out of proportion, and it had all of us wondering exactly what Activision was up to. Well, a couple of days ago, on the 1 year anniversary of that trailer coming out, it disappeared. It was deleted, and it's gone forever. Activision took the trailer down, and it can only be found now on other people's channels if they decided to download the trailer and re-upload it with the original audio. The same thing has happened to the trailers for the newer Modern Warfare 2 and the newer Modern Warfare 3. Now, both of those trailers were doing pretty well views-wise, but now they're gone, and they can't be found anywhere again unless somebody downloaded the trailer and re-uploaded it and it hasn't been removed by YouTube for copyright. Now, fans are claiming that this is due to a new change in how Activision is handling their marketing, and I personally think it's really freaking sketchy. And maybe I'm reading too much into this, but I've never seen a company do anything like this before, let alone a company like Activision. So it appears that right now, Activision are starting to license music to use in their trailers on a 1 year deal. What this means is they're able to use songs like Firestarter from the Prodigy in the Black Ops 6 trailer, but they can only do that for 1 year. Once that 1 year deal is done, they then delete and nuke the trailer from existence, presumably so they don't have to pay any more money on royalties. And what in the world kind of a marketing strategy is that? Like, does that not seem really sketchy to you guys? Again, to quickly recap here, their new plan is to put out a trailer with licensed music, buy a ton of ad space across the internet to artificially boost views of the trailer, and then delete the trailer from the internet after exactly 365 days, thus erasing any evidence or way to go back and watch the trailer or gauge the audience's reaction or feedback. I don't know about you guys, but that's an incredibly sketchy way of handling things, and I can't think of a single other company that does that, and I think it's especially important to bring this up now because, once again, the 1 year anniversary of the Black Ops 6 reveal was just a couple of days ago last year. So far, they haven't mentioned a single official peep about Call of Duty 2025, which is all but confirmed to be Black Ops 7. We did, however, get those leaks and data mines that show the game will have both wall running and double jumping, and the community's reception to this has been overwhelmingly negative. Like, it's been really freaking bad. I don't see virtually anybody on the internet that are excited about the idea of wall running or double jumping returning. Again, going back to the idea of Infinite Warfare, the last time we had advanced movement, for a while there, it was the most disliked video in the history of YouTube. It's been passed ever since then, but back then, the most disliked video in the history of YouTube. That is how the community felt about wall running and double jumping and all sorts of advanced movement and futuristic nonsense stuff happening, right? Fans were absolutely fed up with it, and there is something to be said about Infinite Warfare coming out, oh god, 9 years ago pretty much, so maybe fans are a bit more receptive to the idea of advanced movement, but so far, it really doesn't seem that way. Fans want normal Call of Duty once again, and there's been some speculation that the reveals for Black Ops 7 should be happening pretty soon. Again, it's been over 1 year since the Black Ops 6 reveal, but according to the Ghost of Hope, a rushed game like Black Ops 7 is not going to be marketed in May or June. Now, historically, reveal dates have been all over the place. Sometimes it's in May, sometimes June, sometimes July, and in the case of Call of Duty Vanguard, we had to wait until almost the end of August before we finally got the reveal trailer. Now, given that Treyarch had 4 years and 40 billion devs to create Black Ops 6, and reportedly now the help of Sledgehammer Games to help make Black Ops 7, you would think they'd be on track for a much faster reveal schedule than normal, but that does not appear to be the case. The multiplayer maps, according to leaks, are reportedly going to be remakes from Black Ops 2. Warzone is going to be the Avalon map, which is already finished. Zombies is going to be going back to using the Outbreak mechanics for some of its game modes, which is likely just going to reuse parts of Avalon, and with so much rehashed content apparently coming to that game, you would think that most development would be pretty much finished, right? Well, apparently not, and with the recent community backlash surrounding advanced movement returning to the game, I imagine that Activision, Treyarch, and possibly even Sledgehammer Games are just sweating bullets and wondering exactly what they should do next. One thing we do know for sure, however, is when they do finally start to talk about the game and market it, they are likely going to do more of that sketchy nonsense that they pulled off with Black Ops 6, so do not be surprised whatsoever when the Black Ops 7 trailer comes out and magically it becomes the most viewed Call of Duty trailer of all time, and the comment section is just filled with AI bots talking about how excited they are for the wall running and double jumping and everything else. We already know that a bunch of AI bots are starting to flood the Steam review charts for Black Ops 6, so don't be surprised if the same thing happens on YouTube, and I of course will be covering everything related to COD 2025 extensively here in the channel, so be sure to sub if you guys haven't already, and for right now, I'm going to wrap up this video here today. Season 4 for Black Ops 6 is right around the corner, and with the Memorial Day weekend coming to an end, everybody's going to be going back to work, and as a result, I am sure a lot of interesting things are going to be happening, and I'll keep you guys up to date with everything that is going on with Black Ops 6, COD 2025, Black Ops 7, Modern Warfare 4, whatever the hell they're doing anymore. I'll keep you guys posted with everything. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video here today. Leave your thoughts and feedback down there in the comments. Thank you all so much for listening and for your continued support of my channel, and until next time, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.